Hello, good morning everyone. Myself Dr. Savita Tidme. I'm working as an assistant professor in Department of Zoology, Ketechum College, Nashik. I will be dealing with the subject economic zoology. Uh, in that today we'll study chapter 1, that is animal husbandry. Okay. So in the animal husbandry, number of different types of animal rearings are involved, that we already studied in previous lecture. So this lecture will be dealing with the poultry. Okay, so brief introduction of the poultry. Now what is the poultry? Basically, poultry are the domesticated birds kept by the human for their eggs, meat, as well as their feathers. Okay, and this poultry breeding needs a personal care and attention. In India, it is mostly in the hands of those who are economically poor or illiterate. So, the rate and quality of egg is not up to the mark. Hence, the profit is also very marginal. Nowadays, government is also taking interest and financial programming are there to improve the poultry. A good poultry farmer should have proper knowledge about the breed profit, loss, as well as principle of mating, systems of breeding and culling of the poultry birds. Now there are varieties of poultry breeds. Some of them considered as a best layer breed, some of them considered as a smaller layer breeds. Now best layer breeds are the Langshan, Rock, Brahma, Australorp, Rhode, Sussex, then Chittagaon are treated as a best layer breeds, whereas some smaller breeds are also there, just like the Leghorn, Ancona, Monarca, and Campine are treated as a small layer breeds. Now, apart from this, the domestic fowls are also there. Now, these domestic fowls, these are found to be present in India, and there are large number of variety of such a domestic fowls are there, which are small and shows a great variation in their shape, size, color, and their quality of meat as well as egg production. The egg rate is much low and they are small, slow growing. So this indigenous, or you can say desi varieties are also there. Number of varieties are included as an or treated as an desi varieties, whereas another one variety is a exotic or improved variety, which are nothing but improved. Okay, so these varieties shows the fast growth as well as they are having high meat yielding capacity and the high flesh productivity also. Now poultry, generally two types of poultries are there, poultry birds are there. One is for the rearing of chickens and another one is for the rearing of the adult, that is broilers. So for the rearing of a chicken, egg laying farms are reared in small groups, and they are reared in groups of 200 to 500 or maybe 1000 or more, depending on the size of the farm. Now if the farm is means a poultry farm is of a larger size, then large number of eggs can be incubated. If it is a small in size, then less number of eggs can be incubated. So that totally depend on the size of the farm. And the second type is the broiler. So these are reared birds for meat and flesh. Okay, and they are developed in the poultry house for about 8 to 16 weeks. And when they attained a particular size, say for example a weight of 1.5 kg, okay, when they become approximately weight of 1.5 kg, then they are sold out in the market. Okay, then the third important point is selection of a breed. As we just saw, desi varieties are also there and exotic varieties are also there. So amongst the desi varieties, see, Indian breeds, Chittagaon, Ghagas, Brahma are treated as a desi varieties, whereas amongst the exotic American class, Mediterranean class and English class breeds. Let's see them one by one. Now, Indian breeds are ideal table bird famous for its fighting quality, and these birds have plentiful of flesh with a nice flavor and taste. But these have poor egg laying and slow in growth. Now they have stout body build, strong legs as well as beak, and are black and white, sometimes red black or sometimes spotted. Even their comb is small and petals are rudimentary. Now the second indigenous variety is the Chittagaon. Now the Chittagaon is nothing but a fighting birds, and they can grow faster. Even the flesh is in plenty as well as very tasty. Generally, they are golden or light yellow with short comb as well as short petals. The body is short and stout. Even their legs are long and very powerful. Now the next Indian variety is said to be the Gyagas. It is again a very good quality of the bird, both for egg laying, even for the table also. They can grow faster, their weight is more than the other birds. Means other birds, which are the other birds? Indigenous birds. Okay. Now the taste of the flesh is also good and it has a nice flavor. Generally red, brown, black, grey colored feathers they have. Even the good fleshy body as well as long powerful legs they shows. Short and single comb and small petals, even small earlobes are present on their head. Then the next indigenous variety is the Brahma, as name given on the basis of their origin in the Brahmaputra, valleys of the Brahmaputra. This bird is a heavy bodied, dark grey colored, heavily feathered. Even beak is also strong and stout. Their neck is long, legs are feathery and very strong. Here in this picture you can see the Brahma variety where the entire body is heavily feathered. Even their legs are also shows presence of numerous feathers. Your Chittagaon variety is also there, which is, you can say, having a long neck, long legs. Okay, and they are fighting birds. All right, now, okay, before going ahead, we have to take a look on the exotic varieties of the poultry. Now, amongst the exotic breeds of the poultry, American class is one of them. So these have the clean yellow shank, even red earlobes they shows. They lays brown eggs, and these are good for the meat as well as egg laying also. Okay, number of birds are included in the American class like Rhode Island's red, even New Hampshire, even the windowed, like that. Number of birds are there which are included in the American class. Then the second one is the Mediterranean class. Now the Mediterranean class includes the smaller breeds, smaller birds than the American and English breed. The earlobes are white and these birds lays white colored eggs, right? Whereas American birds lays somewhat brown colored eggs, and this Mediterranean birds lays somewhat white colored eggs, right? So these are primarily used for egg laying. The fecundity is much higher, so these are considered to be the best for poultry. Okay, now what do you mean by fecundity? Fecundity is what? Is nothing but the productivity. Okay, so these birds shows high reproductive ratio as compared to the previous one, that is American class. So because of the high fecundity or because of the high productive ratio, these birds are considered as the best for the egg business or best for the poultry business. Amongst this Mediterranean class, white leghorn is one of the most common and well-known species. Then the third one is English class, and these are big-sized birds. Generally, they are white in color and are considered to be the best table bird. Okay. Now, under this American class, Mediterranean class, English class, number of varieties of birds are there. But these three are said to be their classes. So we just have a look on them. Okay. The next is a culling the flocks. Culling is nothing but separation or isolation of the poultry birds. So the culling is done on the very first day and then repeat after every week. The culling is required to isolate the unhealthy birds, diseased birds, old birds, unlaying birds. So these birds are removed. If say diseased bird, if not removed from the poultry house, okay, from the mob, then what will happen? The droppings, fecal dropping of the affected or diseased poultry bird will going to spray that bacteria or virus into the other poultry birds. So the disease will spread epidemically in the poultry house. So as to avoid this, the culling is done every week, okay, as well as on the very first day of the poultry. Even non-laying birds, they are also removed from the poultry house. Even selection of the good layer is one of the important tasks, okay. So how one can select a good layer or a good bird? So depending upon certain biological conditions, a healthy, morphologically healthy bird is being selected for the poultry, or it is maintained in the poultry, okay. So some characteristic are there, morphological characteristic are there. On the basis of that, the selection of the good layer can be possible. Comb and wattle, okay. Now comb, which is hanging from the head, or you can say upwardly directing from the head, is said to be the comb, and the something that is red colored mass is hanging from the beak is said to be the wattle. If a red fleshy comb and wattle is there, that is the indication of a healthy bird. If this comb and wattles found to be discolored, then the bird is considered as a unhealthy or sick. Even body of the bird, if it is properly, means a spindle shaped body, you can say, or you can say the body is quite healthy, heavy, then also on the basis of a body mass, the bird is said to be healthy. Then vent is nothing but the opening, posterior opening, the fleshy posterior opening, you can say. Just a second. If a vent is somewhat large, moist, oblong, okay, then it is the indication that bird is healthy. And if the vent is dry, small, rounded, shrunken, then the bird is unhealthy or non-laying bird. Then handling quality of the bird, if bird is vigorous, then also it is treated as a healthy. If apart from the normal body pigment, some kind of excess pigment if it is there, then also the bird is said to be not good. Even molting of the bird, now here in this case molting is shading of the old feather and appearance of the new one. If it is quite simple, normal, then also the bird is said to be the healthy bird. So these are some of the characteristics. With the help of that, one can identify the bird whether it is healthy or whether it is unhealthy. So these criteria, this point can help poultry man to find out the healthy birds. Now there are certain principles of profit in poultry, and these principles should be thoroughly known, thoroughly studied by the poultry man. Okay. Now the first principle, by increasing the production, how one can get benefit. Okay. how one can get benefit. So the first criteria, by increasing production. So production rate either of the eggs or either of the poultry, that is broiler. So in any ways, if the rate of production of the poultry is more, then ultimately the poultry business is in the profit. Second point, important point, is decreasing the production cost. Okay, whatever production cost, it includes maintenance of the poultry house, it includes feed, it includes fodder, whatever requirement is there in the poultry, even vaccination, then disinfectant, everything is included in the production cost, right? If the production cost is less, then also the poultry business will be in the profit, right? Now, by using a proper means and marketing, by using proper means what, how to get the profit, or how to get more income, this should be studied. Even proper marketing of the business is again important criteria. So if a person get proper marketing, if person does proper marketing, so that he will get more orders and he can sell more birds, so ultimately the production, whatever excess production or more production is there, that will be utilized, and the person will get money, person will get revenue through that marketing as well as poultry business. Reduction of the mortality rate. Okay, so by using proper vaccination or by isolating the diseased birds, the rate of mortality, death rate, that is can be minimized. Okay, now the last important principle is light. The poultry birds requires more light, that is about 14 to 16 hours of the light per 24 hours, and that is 14 to 16 hours of the light is useful for optimum egg laying. So the poultry house, when one construct a poultry house, the poultry house should have the proper arrangement of the windows, or you can say it should have the plenty of sunlight directly entering in it, so that the birds will get more amount of light, ultimately they will have the good egg production. Then the poultry feed, another one important criteria is the poultry feed. So the poultry feed should be of the standard quality, and it must include required amount of calcium. Okay, so for getting the required amount of calcium, the feed poultry birds, they are fed with the shells of a unio, pila and ground stone. So the shells of the unio, pila or ground stone, they are crushed together in a fine powder, and then that is fed to the poultry birds so as to require their requirement, so as to fulfill their requirement of the calcium. As we know that the poultry is one of the good source of a protein. So if you see the eggs, it is again egg white is rich in the protein. Even the flesh is also good source of the protein. So as to get this good proteinaceous product, the poultry bird should fed on the proteinaceous diet. So as to fulfill their requirement, these are fed with the animal proteins like chopped dried pieces of a meat, even fish, even prawns, and even other animal proteins. They are chopped into very fine pieces and they are dried, and then it is fed to the poultry birds so as to fulfill their protein requirement. Even vitamins and minerals are also important for them, and these are, that is vitamins and proteins are make them available through the green leaves like the barsim, even vegetables as well as other green fodder. Okay, then the next important is breeding in the fowls. So breeding is one of the important aspect in the poultry. Systematic breeding of the fowl must be practiced. Okay, so there are some criteria. With the help of that, a systematic and successful breeding can be possible. So the first criteria is largest and best farm fowl should be selected. So while breeding between the fowls, the fowl which is largest as well as best. Now how you can say that a particular fowl is largest and best? Okay, so on the basis of their body characteristic, like the wattle, comb, body activity, then their molting, even vent, body weight. So these are certain characteristics. With the help of that, one can say a fowl or a breed is good quality or not. So largest and best farm fowl should be selected on the basis of their morphological characteristic. Then for a breed, hen should be always the best layer. Okay, and the hen should be selected for breeding with at least 2 years old. Okay, so 2 years old hen should be selected to breed with a 1 year old cock. Even the male fowl should be of a different family and superior to the female fowl. Okay, then for the successful breeding, nutritive food and intelligent management is essential. Okay, if nutritive food is not provided, then the quality of the offsprings, or you can say fowl, will not be up to the mark. And intelligent management, so as to avoid diseases, so as to avoid the mortality amongst the fowl, is again one of the important part in breeding of the fowl. Now that's all about the poultry, introduction of the poultry. So here in this case, if a person has a detailed study of the profit in the poultry, even what are the criterias to select the best breed, even the disease, proper disease management, even proper fecal matter management, as well as good quality of the feed if given to the poultry birds, then one can get a profit, good revenue through this poultry business. With this, these two beautiful cute kids saying bye bye.